what information, and matter of fact, why information or certain information could be extremely dangerous.
Everybody gives you advice, yeah, on how to live your life, how to live your life. Don't you know that life is full of surprises? You better realize, better realize. Nobody knows what's in your soul and how your heart works. Nobody knows, nobody cares. It's time for you to live your life, yeah.
Boom. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? This is Coach Brown checking in for episode number 6 of the Coach Brown Show. For those of you who have been tuning in every week, I definitely appreciate you guys. Love you guys. You know, it's been a spectacular journey thus far. We've been covering a lot of topics that have been transformative for the audience and for us as a community, for sure. You know, the whole mission of the channel, for those of you who have not been you know, on the journey thus far, and it's your first time tuning in, the whole point of this channel is to reset the mind so we can rebuild the life, right? It's about sharing information that's going to cause transformation and help you to renew the mind, so that way you can start to build life anew for yourself. Let me open up the chat before we dive into tonight, right? Let's see here. Chat is open. All right, so we're reporting live to you right now on YouTube, live on Facebook. So if you're watching on YouTube, please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, bell notification. That way, you know, you could be part of the community, and every time we go live, you're gonna go ahead and get notified. And yeah, without further ado, right? Dangerous information. This again came to me right before the stream. You know, I'm contemplating what am I going to talk about tonight, right? Because when I jump on the stream, I like to channel this information directly to you, right? I don't rehearse, I don't do notes, I don't any of that stuff, right? I come on the channel and I just let it flow. And tonight, you know, what wanted to flow through was dangerous information. So we got to talk about it, right? What is dangerous information? Dangerous information basically can be almost any information, depending on how that information is coming to you and the agenda behind that information, right? Why is this information coming to you, and what is the purpose of the information, right? Because one of the things we got to consider when we're thinking about information and people bringing information to us, and the things that we go and seek out when it comes to information, right? Because if you're someone like myself, I'm very interested in learning new things. And, you know, I spend a lot of time researching and deep diving and looking into different things because I'm interested in learning more, right? Exploring more and expanding my horizon when it comes to knowledge and understanding of things. But when we look at, even if we look at the word information, right? The truth of the word is in the word, right? If you just look at the word, and that's most words, if you pull it apart and dissect it and look at it, the truth of the word will be hidden in the actual word, right? So when we look at information, it's basically something being shared or something that you're learning that puts you in formation with something. And most of the information that's out here in the world for us to educate ourselves on is great information, right? And it's going to help to expand us. It's going to help us to have greater understanding. But the other side to that coin is this: if we're not aware that information paired with intention can put you in formation with some things that's not in your best interest, then we're not mindful to the fact that we're being bombarded every day with information, right? Every second, every waking second of every day, you're being bombarded with different types of information. And it's all being thrown at you and shared with you to put you in formation with whatever the agenda is of the person or the group of people that's sharing this information with you. Right? So when we stumble upon, and I don't want to beat the word up, but I have to continue to say the word so we stay, so you could get an understanding of what I'm saying. When we happen to come in contact with any form of information we have to ask ourselves, what is this information putting me in formation with, right? Why is this being shared with me? What is the intention of me getting this information, right? What is the purpose of this? And if the purpose of the information is not to move you forward, if the purpose of the information is not to expand your understanding, not to grow you as an individual, not to put you in a better place than you were before you got the information, then you have to discard it. And you have to also take inventory on what is the information that people are bringing me, because then that is going to highlight to you what and who, right, these people are inside of your life. If someone's constantly bringing you bad news, bad information, information that send you in the wrong direction, right, then you have to ask yourself, what is this person actually trying to put me in formation with? Right? What is the purpose? Where are they trying to send me to? What are they trying to have me be with this type of information that they're bringing to me? You got to take inventory on that. And we have to start to also check ourselves and ask ourselves, what type of information are we seeking, right? What are we seeking as individuals to align ourselves with? That's basically what information means. It's to be in alignment with something. So you have to look at yourself and say, okay, what information am I seeking out? And then what is that information putting me in alignment with, right? What am I lining myself up with by seeking out these different things? If you're constantly looking, at terrible news, bad news, things that make you feel like there's no hope in the world and that we're all doomed, and all these different dark corners of information seeking, right? Then you have to ask yourself, what are you actually aligning yourself with? Right? Are you aligning yourself with life? Is the information that you seek out helping you to grow, helping your life to expand, helping you to have a better existence? Or is the information that you're seeking out robbing you of your hope? Is the information that you're seeking out robbing you of your faith? Is the information that you're seeking out robbing you of, an outlook on life that allows you to believe that there's more out here for you? Right? Is it empowering you or is it dispowering you? What are you aligning yourself with? And also the people around you, what are they aligning themselves with also? Right? Because they say that you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And if you're spending the most time with people who are seeking out things that are against life, right? Most people are wrapped up in a culture of death. And all of the information that they seek and all the information that they gather is all around the death culture that they're a part of. We got to find our way back to life, right? We got to get information with life. And how do we get information with life? We get information with life by seeking information that adds to our life, that adds to who we are in life, allows us to be better people, allows us to have deeper understanding, allows us to go out and share information that will align other people with life, that will align other people, with greater purpose, and give them that sense of hope and give them that sense of power and make them believe because it's true, right? That life is great, life is good. And the fact that we're here and we're alive, it means that we're capable, and we're capable of anything that we really set our mind to. But unfortunately, a great deal of people, because of the information that they indulge in and the information that they allow people to bring to them, their information against life. They're in alignment with death culture. Based on the music that they listen to and the messages in the music, that's information. That's putting you information. Based on the TV they watch, right? That's giving you information and putting you information, right? Even the food that we eat. Food, here's the thing, food like an apple, orange, I don't know, celery, whatever you think of, all that good type of food has information stored inside of it. And when we eat it, we download that information. But what happens when you eat something that has bad information in it? Like a food that's purely chemical. A purely chemical food also has information in it, but it's not information of life. It's information with death. So tonight, what I really wanted to touch on with you guys was we have to do inventory on the type of information that we're coming in the type of information that we're receiving, number one, and then the type of information that we're seeking. Because what are we actually in formation with? Remember, the truth is in the word. If you could break the word down and break the word apart, the truth is always in the word. Oh, Wob in the house, let's go. You said, you're right. Say you're right. We live in a deaf culture. You have to seek life. Exactly, right. We're living in the Walking Dead. You know, most people are alive and breathing. They're animated, but in actuality, they're in a culture of death. Everything they do is moving them closer to their demise. But because they've been in formation with this so long, because this information has been pushed on them from before they could even understand what it meant, it's natural and normal to them. I can't even say natural. It's normal to them. They normalized it, right? They normalized the deaf culture to the point that people recognize that as life, not knowing that if they ever got a taste of life, if they ever got information with actual life, right, they would drop all of that nonsense. But it really is about, again, what information are you accepting and what information are you seeking? And then what you really want to ask yourself is this, right? What do I want to be in formation with? And when you can answer that question, what do I want to be in formation with? What do I want to align myself with? That will let you know the type of information you need to seek and the type of information that you need to accept when people bring things to you and the type that you need to reject. Like totally reject. Like for me personally, I don't allow anybody to bring me any bad news. People be like, oh, did you hear this? Did you hear that? No, I didn't hear it and I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like I don't do that. I don't turn the news on, but oh my God, this is happening over here. That's happening over there. This is that and this is that. No, because I understand the agenda, right? It's not by coincidence, because there is no coincidence. It's not by coincidence that when you turn on the news, right, they might as well just call it bad news. That's what they should just call it, bad news, because 90% of it, or even 95% of it, is bad news. You know, the world's going to hell. You know, it's just everything is terrible. And then they'll splash in a cute little story, like, you know, like 2% cute little story to make you, oh, but then it's right back to, you know, the world's on fire. You know what I mean? Lock your doors, your neighbor's gonna kill you. You know what I mean? Like all of this craziness that gives you this false sense of what the world is. And so many people run up on me like, oh, the world is so crazy right now. No, the world is not crazy. People are crazy. And most people are crazy by design. Most people find themselves confused by design. Most people find themselves unsure of their next move and what to do by design. And most people admire the deaf culture by design. They're not even aware of what they're subscribing to. They're not even aware of what they're wrapped up in. And by the time that most people realize it, the majority of their best years has passed them by. People get to an older age of like, you know, 50, 60 years old. They look back and say, wow, I was doing this and this when I was young and this. But by the time they have that revelation, they're already into their later years of life. But it doesn't have to be us. We just have to ask ourselves again, what do we want to align ourselves with, right? How much do we value ourselves? Do we want to be the living dead? You know what I mean? Or do we want to be alive really? Right? Do we want to get in line where life is happening, or do we want to get in line where it's just a fast track conveyor belt to our demise? And that's all wrapped up in the type of information that you receive and that you seek out. So really, what I want to say tonight is this: take inventory on the information in your life. Take inventory on, where do you place your attention? What are you teaching yourself by the things that you indulge in? And then also take inventory on, what are the people around you teaching you inside of your life? Because guess what? Everyone's teaching you something. You're learning every second of every day. You're learning something, but it's a matter of what are you learning and how is it serving you or how is it not serving you? But for every action, there's a reaction. And for every, there's cause and effect. So that's just what I want to share tonight. Like I said, that's what popped in my heart to share with you guys. I wasn't sure where I was gonna go, but then I said, it just kept hitting me, information, dangerous information, because there's so much happening on the world stage right now, and there's a lot of information that's out there, and a lot of people are getting information with different things, right? In different topics, agendas. They're lining right up. They're lining up. They're choosing sides. They're lining up, and they're ready to go. But it's like, you got to check. Wait a minute. Like, what is this information, right? What am I lining up for? What am I getting information with? And when we do that, we become very clear on what we allow to come to us, and then what we also allow ourselves to go out and seek. All right, so that's it for tonight, guys. This is episode 6 of the Coach Brown Show. I appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you got something from tonight's episode, please go ahead and hit that share or like button if you're on Facebook. If you're watching from YouTube, hey, you already know I need you to hit that subscribe button and bell notification so we can grow this community. The bigger the community grows, the larger the conversation grows, the more impact we have, right? Reset the mind, rebuild the life. That's the mission. That's what we're going to do. Every week, we're going to talk about powerful topics. We're going to challenge what we have allowed ourselves to perceive as normal ways of being. We're going to go ahead and challenge that. We're going to get back to a place of power. We're going to get it back to a place of building, and we're going to get back to a place of nature. Get back to nature, right? Because in nature, we are all powerful. But what's happening is that we're being ripped from our nature, and we're being placed in an unnatural world, and we're being governed by unnatural rules. And that leaves us in an unnatural state. But we're going to get back to nature, back to our place of power, reset the mind, rebuild the life. MyCoachBrown.com. Hey, listen, I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Everybody have a powerful night. And I'm going to see you next Monday for episode number 7. Peace.